Hi everybody, this is Byron Jacobs for dmbpoker.com. In this video I'm going to be looking at another good spot to bluff. If you watched the previous video you'll have seen a turn bluff that I played there that was successful, and here's another opportunity of spotting a good point to make a bluff. This is again from a heads up sit and go. We're considering that it's a super turbo structure, we're still quite deep. We're playing 24 effective stack of 24 big blinds. This guy's a decent player, plays a lot on the site, he's a winner on the site, he's a competent player. So we're playing in position with 10-9. We open raise and he flats from the big blind, and we take a flop of 2-4-6, and when he checks we have to decide upon a line. Now I know this particular villain is quite aggressive, and he's been betting and raising a lot in other matches that we've played, and he's quite aggressive, and anytime I bet this flop I think there's a decent possibility that he's going to raise, either because he has a genuine semi-bluffing hand, a marginal made hand, or pure air. And because he will balance his flop raising range quite well there, I don't like to bet here. Even though I have absolutely no showdown value, I still prefer the line of checking behind and just taking a view when the turn card comes and deciding what to do then. Now when the queen comes, this is like a red rag to a bull for him, and he immediately leads out a smallish bet, slightly less than half the pot. Now obviously I can't call, calling is ridiculous, so the choices are between folding, which is okay but a bit lame, and raising as a bluff. So we have to think what kind of range of hands he might have for this play, and whether raising is going to be plus EV. Now if we do a quick add up we can see that there's 115 chips in the pot, so if we raise to about that amount we're putting him in quite an awkward position, and if he folds more than 50% of the time that's going to be a plus EV play. Now I think that this particular villain has a great deal of air in his range for this lead out, especially when he leads out a little bit small, 35 chips. I think if he had something that was a little bit better, like a 6x hand or a queen x hand, I think he'd be looking to lead out something like 45, 50, 55, because he'd be looking to get value. When he makes this small lead, less than half pot, it kind of looks much more like a stab at the pot rather than a serious attempt to make money with a decent hand. So I think this is definitely an opportunity where we can raise to 120, and like I said before, there's 115 in the pot, so if he's folding more than 50% of the time here, this is a plus EV play to make. And I'm pretty sure that if he doesn't have a queen he's going to fold, and the chances of him having a queen I think are a lot less than 50%, especially with the sizing that he's chosen on the turn, and sure enough we get the fold. So a good idea there to delay the play in the hand, not making the play on the flop, and instead representing the card on the turn, which is much more convincing. The queen is much more a card that we can really have rather than the 2-4-6 on the flop. Thanks very much for listening. This has been Byron Jacobs for dmbpoker.com.